Hello, this is your tarot reader and astrologer Shravanthi, and you're watching my channel, Tarot Reader Shravanthi channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about the worst combinations of a planet in a particular person's horoscope. Now there are a lot of techniques, like people say this should not be there in the horoscope. The sun shouldn't be there in the ninth house, the Shukra shouldn't be there in this house, that house. There's a lot of confusion in people's mind about what is best combination, what is the worst combination. In that, many people have a lot of doubts saying whether the particular planet, for suppose you take the planet Shani Bhagwan. So a lot of people have a lot of fear. Oh, Saturn is there in this house, so it's going to get affected. Oh, Mars is there in this house, it's going to get affected. Absolutely not. There are few worst combination in horoscopes that cannot be very easily rectified. Okay, so the number one technique is Rahu Ketu. If the Rahu Ketu is separate in a particular person's horoscope, then it means it's fine. But in certain cases, there are multiple planets placed with Rahu Ketu. For instance, I saw a particular horoscope, I think it must be 1962 or 1963, where almost 5 planets along with Ketu was placed in the Makar house. So what happens when Rahu Ketu comes together with multiple planets? So if you have read the Navagraha Purana, it is very clear that whatever planet is with Rahu Ketu, the planet's energy gets sucked by Rahu Ketu and the planet becomes powerless. For example, a person has Sun with Rahu or Sun with Ketu. It means a person's relationship with the father will get affected, or the person will have some kind of disturbance with the father. The person's father might not be alive, they might not stay with them, or whatever decision the father makes, they might have a lot of issues. With Rahu Ketu, it can also mean that the person can suffer from mental ailments. Sometimes if the degrees of Moon Rahu Ketu very close, it can also mean that the person can suffer mental instability, psychiatric issues. So all these things can get affected when Moon with Rahu Ketu is there. Similarly, Mars with Rahu Ketu is there. What would happen? Generally, I have seen a particular chart where Mars with Rahu was there, and that particular person had a lot of problem with his siblings. So if Mars with Rahu Ketu is there, they can suffer a lot of enmity problems, and in some cases even there might be court cases which has been put by the siblings. If Mercury is Rahu Ketu, definite breakage in the education is possible. I have seen one of very close friends' horoscope where Mercury was with Rahu, and that person had to discontinue the education because of the family situations. Though they were quite well to do and he had money to study, that wasn't a problem, but because of certain issues he had to discontinue. And if Jupiter is with Rahu Ketu, there might be blocks in the person's guidance, because Jupiter belongs to it's a guiding planet in our entire horoscope. And when it comes to Jupiter, suppose when a person has Jupiter Ketu, he attracting the right guru, the right spiritual path, the right guidance is very difficult. So thus Jupiter Rahu Ketu can affect your spiritual life in a much a larger way. If Venus is with Rahu Ketu, that person is going to suffer potency disorders, or you can say marital life disorders. problems with the spouse, problems in the married life, because Shukra means that attraction, so the attraction quotient is getting down. Saturn with Rahu Ketu specifically can be told as problems in the career. And this can be elaborated in multiple ways, where somebody's Saturn is with Rahu Ketu, they will have multiple careers they would follow. There will be no clarity in what is the career they have to choose, and the soul calling will not come. So this Rahu Ketu, many astrologers neglect because they think, okay, there are some people even say that Rahu Ketu gives yoga. Yoga means good things. Yes, it gives yoga unless you do remedies. No, it does not give you yoga. You will have to do remedies. For example, if multiple planets are with Rahu Ketu, then the person's life getting settled will get delayed. The person's life getting settled will have a lot of issues. What should that person do? The remedies. Now, I would be stressing more on remedies because it's like going to a doctor, taking a scan and knowing that you have such and such problem and not knowing the medicine, which is absolutely not, it's insane. You'll have to know what medicine has to be taken for that particular problem. So similarly, when Rahu Ketu is there with lot of planets, it is best advisable to do remedies, because that has happened in our own family, where one of the member had almost 5 planets with Rahu Ketu, and he had a lot of issues in his education, career. For each and every stage we did a lot of remedies, and then he moved on to the next stage of his life. So this is the first bad combination in a particular person's horoscope. Now, what is the second bad combination is many planets getting stagnated in the 6, 8 and 12 houses from the ascendant. It is very important to have a peaceful life. First of all, whether you're going to be successful or not, you should not have any negativity in your life. So when a lot of planets are placed in the 6, 8, 12 houses, it gets very negative, that the person will not have the right thing in the first time. They have to try again and again. That Karya Siddhi will not happen. The person's alignment in his life will be wrong. He might get attracted to the wrong people, wrong situation. In the link, sync and coincidence, wrong things can come to him. So when 6, 8, 12 is there, will be a lot of issues. So I'd like to give one example of a person. He had almost, he was Mesha Lagna. He had 3 planets in the 6th house, that is Kanya. So what happened is, when the first time he came, I asked him whether you have 3 to 4 court cases. He said, yeah, I have 3 to 4 court cases. And I said, he asked me how, because 6th house means you'll have either enemies or court cases. Of course, you'll be attracting enemies or court cases. He said, yes, that's a major problem. Because of my business and exports, I have 3 to 4 court cases, not only in this country, also in outside countries. So when the multiple planets get stagnated in the 6, 8, 12 houses, it means that particular person will suffer a lot of suffering than happiness. What is the remedies that has to be done? Now, when a particular person's lot of planets are becoming negative, we need to take the strongest planet from them, and you have to align everything according to the strongest planet. For example, if 6 planets are weak, there must have been 1 planet which is strong. So you need to align yourself with 1 planet. negative effect of the other planets placed in the 6, 8, 12. Now, the third worst combination that a person is not supposed to have is the conglomeration of Venus, Mars, Sun. It can be told as they will have severe marital life issues, because Venus Mars is considered to be one of the most baddest affliction you can have for not having a good married life. If you take very successful people, they will have a happy married life. If you take successful businessmen, politicians, sports people, they might have multiple partners, that's a different thing, but with each and every partner they would be peaceful, they would be happy. If you are having a disturbed married life, how can you be happy in your career? How can you be happy in making yourself successful? That's not possible. So having Venus Mars can demand a lot of remedies to be done for settling down in your personal life. So how to settle down in your personal life is you need to do a lot of remedies to strengthen your 7th lord, and lot of dhan has to be done. So for personal details, it's better you contact and consult, because certain things cannot be spoken in the camera or spoken directly on a platform. So these are the 3 combinations that is bad, but anything can be cured using remedies. And I would say that evolution of astrology in remedies has been from the top to the bottom, where there was a period where remedies was much valued, and now because the science of remedies has got forgotten, we have reduced the value of remedies. Now if you go and tell somebody to do okay, you do Sudarshan Homam or you do Sarpa Shanti Puja, they would say, how is this going to affect my work? And in the next video, I'm going to tell you what will happen when a person is going to do remedies. Now keep watching my channel, subscribe my channel, and you can also consult me by visiting my website.